Hey, Duncan McPherson here with Pareto Systems from the field. I'm at the historic Pike Place Market in Seattle, Washington. I love it here for many reasons. First of all, it was right here. I was with one of my kids many years ago, took him on a business trip, and he went right to that market there and bought himself one clam and then walked over to the harbor and set it free. He liberated the clam. And the look on his face was magic. It just melted me. It's just a great place, great vibe. Beecher's cheese up there, just incredible stuff. And another landmark, the original Starbucks. Right there. Opened up, I think, in 1971. There it is right there. You can see the daffodils are popping up. Yeah, 1971. I didn't know about Starbucks until about 1991. I was in Vancouver, and coincidentally, I was reading a book called The Popcorn Report by Faith Popcorn, a futurist, and she was talking about trends. And she was talking about how people were trending towards small indulgences. You know, little things like Haagen-Dazs ice cream and chocolate-covered strawberries from Godiva, and coffee. It was Starbucks who actually took the utility of coffee and caffeine and turned it into an experience. And, 20 years later, I discover Starbucks in Vancouver. Well, of course, since then, just explosive growth globally. Like, you talk about the hockey stick. Wow. And of course, the only way they could create distribution is by standardizing every aspect of the process to minimize the dilution around the client experience. And they've done a pretty amazing job. Now, I know that there's artisans popping up everywhere, one-off mom and pop shops doing a great job with coffee, but that standardization is pretty incredible. So let's talk about how that applies to a financial advisor. The idea of best practices documented. So a couple of days ago, I was talking to a substantial client of ours, and I mean substantial. I mean, they're going to add another comma to the amount of money they manage real soon. But they've decided that they've outgrown their current environment, and they're going to transition to another firm. And it's not about anything negative around the incumbent. They're not leaving somebody, they're going to somewhere else. And that's a big deal. But I said to them, you've got to standardize that transition. Document it. Don't leave everybody to their own devices, especially with the messaging. I said, you've got great messengers, but the messaging has to be absolutely consistent. So I said, let's professionalize it. So the first thing we did was frame it in 3 Ps. I said, I want all your people, when they're talking to their clients, to talk about the people, talk about the practice, talk about the process. And let's put in 2 talking points for each of those 3 Ps. So around the people, I mean the fact that this team is consistently going up market, attracting incredibly sophisticated people whose needs require an elite group of people and a family office. The practice, of course, has to create consistency in the client experience without being bound to proprietary products. No square pegs and round holes here. And of course, the process, because of the caliber of the clients, has to be panoramic and all-encompassing, fluid and dynamic. So the essence was to have these team members representing the message. So they have the frame, the talking points, and the color commentary that each messenger could rely on would just emerge naturally. They'd be liberated because they're not winging it. And I said to the advisor, the lead, I said, watch, here's what your clients are going to say. They're going to say, look, whatever you think, I'll follow you anywhere. But I said to the lead, once the dust settles and you are in your new environment, use that as you've worked through the interlude to the better environment
to find out.
Reintroduce yourself. Reintroduce them to the process entirely. Let them buy in. It's like a reset in the relationship. So I hope this makes sense. This is Duncan McPherson from the field. We'll catch you on LinkedIn. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye for now.